One particularly important thing I want to stress is how excited groups are with being able to see the productivity of the countryside. In thinking about that, how do you illustrate productivity? Mini fields. So what I'd like you to do, please, is to create 2 mini fields from what there is in this pack here.
I mean, a salt course.
Oh, yes. I like these. These are my prototype of it because you can make them from plumber's waste. I actually paid about £6 each one of these by buying them and then getting them cut up. If you know a plumber, they'll give you all this stuff, I'm sure. So a mini field is where it all happens. And we're going to start with 1 mini field and give you some examples of what you could do. Right, you could go on a worm hunt. And we could dig up lots and lots of soil here and look for worms. There are other ways as well. Gather round. We could introduce some chanting as well. Go on, guess for me. How many wonderful worms would a farmer need to have in the mini field to make the soil healthy?
100.
Perfect. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You might invite your group to build a little mini wormery. Good for handing around without needing to touch the creatures themselves. These great new resources, you might draw a mini field on there with 100 worms and then invite your visitors to pace out the edge of a field and then calculate how many worms, wonderful worms, there are in that field. So how many seeds of wheat would you plant in a mini field? Oh, wow, I wonder where you got that idea from. Yeah, 250. There you are. That's what 250 wheat seeds like. This is the next question. If you're talking about productivity and to just show, in fact, the magic of farming is if you plant that many seeds, how many seeds will you harvest? How many grains will you harvest from a mini field if you get a good crop with those? Come on, farmers. Shall I help you out? This many. Okay, now feel the weight of that. A kilo. 250. So, kilo. So we've gone the magic from that little tiny, tiny packet to that. Then we can go on to maybe grinding some. There's the flour. How much flour from that kilo?
That amount.
So 800 grams of flour. Then you can, I mean, that's a lovely touchy-feely thing to have, but you can then go still further and say, well, what do we get from the flour? Not 1, but 2. You may well get 2 loaves. If that one weighs hardly anything, so there's not much flour in that one. But you get between 1 and 2 loaves of bread. And again, having the bread wrapped like that, you can say, well, that's going to make it hygienic to pass round. Now, one ultimate connection to make between the natural world, between the farm, the mini field, the fields around and the countryside, and then to celebrate that through the food that you create together on the day and share together is gives it the real punch and wow and a lovely thing. So we're going to cook now, all of you. Let's cook. So much better if you can make the connection between what you've seen and done and then the food you eat. So in this instance, on the menu this afternoon, we're going to have exquisite pancakes with fresh made butter and hedgerow jam and wild honey. So there's our maestro here, who will be the chef. Whoa,
Lovely.
No, I haven't done this before.
Master chef.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, really well.
If the cream is warmish, then that's going to enhance the process of the separation of the butter fat.
The peppermint tea. Very nice, yes. Smells nice, tastes nice.
I think we'll definitely do the pancakes. Yeah, it's a definite.
I'm not the greatest cook ever, but we could always give it a try.
I think the training's very good because of the different people it brings together from different kinds of farms or different kinds of organisations. It always brings you something new and something fresh.
I've never done cookery outside before. I never would have thought of doing it, and I don't think I would have been brave enough to do it until I actually saw it done and saw how easy it actually was to do. Yeah, and how much fun.
I go to all the training sessions for Nature Feeds Your Senses. I love them. They're really inspirational and quite different from what we do on the farm. So I've really enjoyed it.
They're a great set of people, and what they have done is to give us the tools and the knowledge of what we need to do, and that is the best thing.
I just think it really gives you confidence to have a go. I'm not trained, I'm just a farmer's wife with a couple of kids of my own, and I just think coming to events like this means that you can do it. You know, you've got lots to offer, probably more on your farm than you realise. You've got lots to offer. Give it a go.